And welcome to another edition of the Red Mountain Express. We are on episode 15, Matthew.
That's right, 15.
Good.
How did we make it this far?
Dumb luck. Dumb damn luck.
Over 5,000 downloads.
Hey, there are positive things in this world.
That's right.
Despite what you read on the fake news says.
The fake news.
The fake news. How was your weekend?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you had a long week. Worked late and everything, so you're tired. So you just kind of chilled at the house.
I did like something 60 some odd hours this week, and I just didn't want to do anything this weekend. Today we went to my nephew's baseball game, but that's really all I've done this weekend.
Does he play fall ball?
Yeah, it's fall ball. They do two leagues. One in fall.
You ever
one in
play
spring.
fall ball?
No, I didn't really play sports as a kid.
See, I played fall ball one year and also played football.
Mm-hmm.
So I played two sports in like one little, that segment of the year. And I'm going to tell you what, it was just, fall ball was fun until you got into like late October when it was really cold and you were playing. Yeah. But after that, I was like, we'll stick with football. And then I wrestled in the winter and then played baseball in the spring. So I can't imagine.
Well, last year, some of the fall ball, we went to almost every game last year, spring and fall, and really, especially in Alabama, like it really never got too cold. There were a couple of times we played like more like late evening games, like 7 o'clock. Those got a little bit chilly, but not too bad.
But you didn't care because you weren't playing.
I didn't care because I could wear a jacket, so it was nice. No, it was fun though, and I had some dinner with my family, and here we are. What about you? How was your weekend?
It was good. We have a new tradition at the Westbrook household during the beginning of fall. As we go to Old Baker Farm. I don't know if you've ever been out there. It's in Harpersville, like going towards Sylacauga and Childersburg.
Okay.
And they have a pumpkin patch, and for Christmas they also have a Christmas tree farm. But we went out there. It's $10 a person, and with the $10, you get a pumpkin. So, of course, Maggie was free. Our little baby was free. And then we went out there, and I got two humongous pumpkins. One was orange, and one was white. And they're on the vine still. So, we tore them off the vine, and I had to carry them 200 yards to the table where they write your name on them. But luckily, they'll take them back to the front where you can pick them up.
Sure, right.
But it was fun. It was really really beautiful weather. They also have some sunflowers out there, so we got some good pictures and just to kind of enjoyed ourselves. So that was kind of my whole weekend. I did watch some football.
Wait. But first, what do y'all do with the pumpkins? Are you gonna carve them? Are you gonna like make like food out of them? Are you just gonna sit them on the porch so they look like pretty pumpkins?
Sit them on the porch.
Okay, no, it's a fair
pumpkins.
People
next
do
to
that
the
now.
mums, man.
I was always just used to like carving a pumpkin if I was
Where
gonna
are
get
you
one.
from? I mean, do you not understand that come October, every person in Alabama must have a mum and at least one pumpkin on their front
Look,
their
am
front doorstep?
terrible about decorating. I think my neighbors probably hate the fact that we haven't decorated since we've been in this house. We haven't decorated really for anything. We put some Christmas lights up last year, and that's really the first thing we've done.
Y'all decorated for Christmas.
We did some Christmas lights and a wreath.
Yeah.
And I think we
So
have
you're gonna
one
go
of those
full leg lamp this year?
maybe.
See, I want a leg lamp.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
if I can put
legit.
a table, like a long table in front of my living room window and put the leg lamp up there, I think that'd be awesome.
You should see it from the road. But yeah, that's kind of what we did this weekend. We enjoyed it. I encourage you, if you've never been out to Old Baker Farm, please go. It's a good family thing. They also have a petting zoo with goats and sheep, and they have a horse rides, and they have a hay maze. They do have something that was really funny. They have a bunch of these round hay bales that are stacked up really high that kids were climbing on. And all I could think was this is about to get a call to Alexander Shannara because somebody's going to fall off the top of this thing. And I mean,
Was there a billboard out there for him already? Like
there was one turning into the place, like there always is. But I mean, it was like to the point. I was like, they shouldn't be up there because they may fall and someone's. I mean, it'll be if that would have happened to us, it'd have been Old Westbrook Farm. If that would have happened, but. It was fun. I mean, they have food out there, and I encourage everybody to do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, watch football. Tell me about what Auburn did this week. I know you watched that game.
I didn't watch it as closely as I'm a lazy fan. I did watch some of it, but I didn't watch it as closely as I probably should have. It was a good game. Auburn versus Mississippi State, 49-10 final score. Auburn. We offensively we played a good game. But really, I don't know if I can chalk that up to our offense or Mississippi State just being that bad at defense. We had 511 total yards, which that's a pretty good showing. 267 passing and 244 on rushing. I felt pretty good about it overall.
Nice balanced offense.
But I'm still holding my tongue because I don't know what's going to happen next week.
I think right now it's just kind of too early to know what you're getting with SEC teams or with any team for that matter. Mississippi State, got their acclaim this year because they beat LSU. And what happened to LSU this weekend? They lost to Troy.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of maybe a misnomer, but I think Auburn's kind of turning the corner. I know Stidham looks really, really good.
He's looking better.
Yeah, the defense is great, of course. So, I think you give it a couple more games and you can really know what you're getting with Auburn. Alabama did well this weekend. We played Ole Miss, who is, terrible because they lost their coach. And so this kind of team still is trying to struggle to find an identity. It was a bloodbath. It was 35 to 3 or 35 to 3 at the end of the half.
Yeah.
And then it was 66 to 3. And really, we could have scored more than 70 because we were basically running right into somebody at the end of the game to make sure we weren't scoring. And then, but we did have a couple injuries. We had a defensive lineman, Raekwon Davis, who went down. He got cut blocked by some guy at Ole Miss, and it was a dirty block.
Really?
Got him right on the knee, but apparently it's only a sprained or strained MCL. I don't know if that can actually happen, but that's what they said on the news. But Alabama did really well. I think it's kind of the same thing with Auburn, although I do think they're a really good team. With the teams we played so far, I'm just not sold yet that they are I'm not saying they're not a playoff caliber team, but are they as good as previous Alabama teams?
Right.
So we still got some time to find that out. But other than that, it was a good weekend. My wife made some potato soup.
Nice.
So that was really nice, but it was a kind of relaxing weekend.
Yeah. No UAB game this weekend, but we have homecoming next weekend.
Homecoming is next weekend. UAB will play La Tech at Legion Field at 3:00, and there's also a slew of events going on at UAB. If you'll go to uab.edu/homecoming, there is a list of events that's going on all week. It should be really fun. Check that out. And we're going to say this every time we talk about UAB football. Go to the games. You're getting this second chance. Not many programs get this. Go to the games, because if you don't go, you don't want you want this team to fail, and next thing you know, they cut the program again.
Right.
So go to the games. And I'm not saying you haven't gone to the games. There've been some great crowds in the last few games, but
keep going.
Keep going. And UAB is actually pretty good this year.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, let's take a little break. We'll hear from our friends over at Beecham Woodworks, and when we come back, we'll talk about a few things going on in the Magic City. We'll see you in a minute. Beecham Woodworks is a locally owned and operated wood shop in Birmingham, Alabama, specializing in custom furniture and small home goods. Chris and Kanan Beecham create a wide variety of unique pieces of all sizes, ranging from cutting boards to farmhouse tables. Using wood sourced from Alabama sawmills, Beecham Woodworks creates affordable, quality pieces that will be a one-of-a-kind fixture for your home. So support your local woodworker and visit redmountainexpress.com/woodworks, or check them out on their Facebook and Instagram accounts. Beecham Woodworks, turning your house into a home. And welcome back to the Red Mountain Express. Matthew, it is fall, which means Christmas is upon us.
See, no. Let's take it back just a step. We've got to hit October. October is here. We've got Halloween, we've got Thanksgiving, and then we've got Christmas.
So have you ever seen that meme, or it's a cartoon with a turkey pointing at Santa and says, "Wait your turn"?
No.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because the turkey's going to die.
That's okay, though. The turkey knows its place.
I guess he does.
No, I come across as a little bit of a Scrooge. I love Christmas, but I want Christmas to know its place.
A little bit.
I want Christmas.
You know what? Scrooge was visited by three ghosts, and guess what happened? He ended up loving Christmas.
Yes, he loved Christmas on Christmas Day. He didn't love Christmas in October. You know when the ghost visited Scrooge? Mm-hmm. Christmas Eve. Not 2 weeks before Christmas, not a month before Christmas, not before Thanksgiving. They waited till the proper time.
I hate you.
All right, so what do you got?
So, Christmas is coming up in the next 2 months, and one of my favorite things in the whole wide world was announced, and that is the holiday film series at the Alabama Theater. That's the way I was introduced to Birmingham. First time I ever really spent some time in downtown Birmingham. My girlfriend, now my wife, took me to Alabama Theater, and we saw It's a Wonderful Life. But they have announced their film festival series. I'm going to go through this real quick because,
please.
You know what? It's my show and I don't care.
No, it's okay because everybody loves Christmas but me. I'll take that weight. I will be the martyr here. Follow my sword. Go ahead, give us the movies.
Okay, so December 8th, White Christmas. December 9th, The Polar Express. I love The Polar Express. It's a great
kind of
movie.
weird with the eyes and the...
Yeah,
but it's a good
you're
movie.
Right. You're
weird
right.
animation, good movie.
Yeah. Also on December 9th, which is a Saturday, is going to be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
One of my favorites.
I love that movie. Where are you going to put that, Griswold? Bend over and I'll show you. December 10th, Miracle on 34th Street. Also December 10th, Elf, which I've seen there. I actually went with the Beechams of Beecham Woodworks, and let's just say that Kane Ann was crying at the end. So.
Yeah, I think we went last year with them. Wait, were you there?
No, this was 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah, we went last year, and I think the same
3 years
thing
ago,
happened.
actually. Yeah. Okay, so then on speaking of crying, December 11th is It's a Wonderful Life, and if you are there and you hear someone crying up front, it's me. December 12th, Home Alone. 13th, Lampoon's Christmas Vacation again. Elf again on the 14th. On the 15th, A Christmas Story. And, who doesn't like that movie?
I do love that movie, but I do also love to save that movie for Christmas Day for the 24-hour
TBS thing.
Yeah.
Did you have a BB gun growing up?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of them. BB guns and air rifles. I mean, not air pistols. Yeah, plenty of those things.
Did you have a compass on the stock?
No, it wasn't as cool as that.
Okay. Then on the 16th, they have a cartoon matinee with Charlie Brown Christmas, which is one of my favorites as well. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which my father he'll watch that in July. And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is an all-time classic.
Jim Carrey, How the Grinch, or old?
This is cartoon.
Okay, yeah.
No,
the better one.
I hated that movie.
I didn't hate it, and I actually didn't watch it until...
Hate's a strong word.
I didn't watch it until maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I enjoyed it okay, but of course the classic cartoon's superior.
Yeah. You know who did the narration for How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
No, I don't know the name, but that voice will always resonate with me.
Boris Karloff, who played
Dracula.
Dracula.
Or not Dracula, but the vampire.
Yeah. So let's see. 16th, It's a Wonderful Life. If I go again, I'll cry. White Christmas, which is another favorite on the 17th. Also Home Alone on the 17th. It's a Wonderful Life again on the 18th. God, they're playing that 3 times.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. The Christmas Vacation again. White Christmas. Meet Me in St. Louis. I think that's a new one this year.
I don't know that one.
You don't know Meet Me in St. Louis?
No.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which was written in Birmingham.
I know that, but I don't know that movie.
It's really good. It's got, what's her name, who was in Wizard of Oz? Judy Garland.
Okay,
there you go. Elf again, A Christmas Story, National Lampoon's A Muppet Christmas Carol, which is one of my favorites. Classic. And then they're going to round it out on Friday, December 22nd with White Christmas. So that is the lineup. You can check it out online. I believe they have it on the Alabama Theater website as well. AL.com has a list of it as well. So please go check it out. Go to as many movies as possible because I know I will. They'll have the whole place decorated. And if you like to drink whiskey and watch Christmas movies like I do, they do sell that at the bar.
Right. But also keep in mind that these movies are in December and it's just now October. So we have a little time, right?
Merry Christmas. I stumbled upon that, and then because I stumbled upon that, I saw this first. And this is actually some real news. The Alabama Theater is a finalist to receive a grant from, I think it's National Geographic. It's the Partners in Preservation Main Street campaign. They're one of 25 finalists, and what they're trying to do is have a 60-foot Alabama sign on the 18th Street side of the theater. It'll match the 3rd Avenue North sign at the Alabama Theater. There used to be one on that side, and I think it was taken down to be fixed at some point, and it was never put back up, and then it became scrap iron. So please, this is something that the public will decide. So go to www.bigalabamasign.com. You can have 5 votes per email address. So if you're like Matthew and have 12 email addresses, you can have 60 votes.
That's right.
So that's something that was put together by the Alabama Theater. You can click through it and go straight through and put your 5 votes toward that sign. It's a really, really cool thing. I think they would look really good because the theater district is really starting to expand, especially with you have the Lyric Theater over there, and so that side of the town has really started to revitalize itself. And I think if you had that up there, it's just kind of another thing to make the area look good.
Yeah. It's not like we're not adding a whole new building or any like huge amenities to the area, but that sign is iconic, and having another one up on the other side of the building, that's just a cool look. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Also in the news, like we hear every day, is Amazon. What we are starting to see, although I will say, and I'm going to keep saying this, it is a long shot. Would you say long shot?
More than a long shot.
More than a long shot that Birmingham gets this. But, you were starting to see a lot of regional cooperation. I know Walt Maddox, who's the mayor of Tuscaloosa, joined in and said Birmingham would be great for this. I want to say Tommy Battle said the same thing. Who's the mayor of Huntsville.
And just in case anybody has missed the last few episodes or has missed the news, what we're talking about is Amazon's looking to expand and build a second headquarters. They're calling it their HQ2 project.
50,000 jobs.
That's right. They're offering 50,000 jobs and a whole lot of investment into the infrastructure of the area around it. And they have reached out to cities across the U.S. to try and get their proposals in. They have a certain number of criteria they're looking for. We have talked about it several times on this show already, and of course it's been all throughout the news. Mayor Bell made a big announcement about it last week, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
There's a few of the giant Amazon shipping boxes around the city.
I saw one this morning.
I've got a picture of one I need to post. I got a picture of the one at Pizzitz last week. So yeah, sorry, I just want to interject that, but keep going with your thing.
Fun. Well, you're really starting to see regional cooperation, which I will say that Birmingham has been lacking in the past. But I think everybody knows that this could be a really good thing for the city. But having that regional cooperation on something like this can show you that it's possible that everybody can get together for a common cause.
Right.
So like I said, you're seeing the folks in Anniston and Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, some of the suburbs. I know the Hoover had a couple city councilmen come to the announcement as well. So this is a good thing. Another thing you're seeing is there's some folks that think Birmingham has somewhat of an outside shot. Matthew, you saw an article from GeekWise?
GeekWire, and this is not a publication that I've really looked at before or been too familiar with.
Shocks me because I figured this would be right up your alley.
Well, maybe it's something I need to look more at. Maybe they've got some good articles. I'm not sure, but this one was sent to me. And the title of this article from GeekWire.com was, "If Amazon wants to fill jobs at its second HQ, data shows this city hires engineering talent the fastest." And just a brief summary of the article, basically there's a startup company called Texito, that's TEXTIO, whose mission is to analyze the use of language and effectiveness of job postings. And I think on Tuesday, so this article was on the 26th, and I think on Tuesday of the week of this article was written, they came out with a list, the top 10 North American cities for Amazon HQ2, based on how fast they fill engineering jobs on average. And what they did was they took a lot of the cities that met some of the basic criteria that Amazon's looking for. So you have cities like Denver, who tend to be put at the top of a lot of people's list.
It's still out west, man. Come
right,
on,
yeah.
Bring it east, Amazon.
Yeah. So they took a lot of those cities and they ordered them by how fast engineering jobs were filled in those cities. And Birmingham is number one on that list. They say on average in Birmingham, Alabama, it takes 15 and a half days to fill engineering jobs. Down the list, you have Grand Rapids. They put Montreal in here, which I wasn't sure that Montreal was eligible. I thought it was just in the U.S., but maybe North America as a total was considered. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nobody wants to go to Montreal.
Somebody does. New Orleans is number 5. Hartford, Connecticut. Riverside, California. Indianapolis, Sacramento, and Philadelphia.
Where's Riverside, California?
I couldn't tell you.
That might be out. The Bay Area, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
bring it west. Bring it east, Amazon.
Yeah, so but you're looking at Birmingham, Alabama. They're saying 15 and a half days to fill engineering jobs, and then number 10 on the list, Philadelphia, 25.3 days. So again, long shot here. We may not have a snowball's chance, but this is another data point to show that, hey, we've got something to offer Amazon.
When is the announcement on this going to be made?
I'm not sure.
Now they're going to start accepting bids at the end of this month, right?
I think that's right.
Right, yeah.
And I'm not sure what their timeline is. I need to look into that.
Maybe they'll just see Birmingham like, you know what? Done.
That'd be awesome.
Done.
So Jeff Bezos, if you're listening to this, come to Birmingham. Meet with us. Let us interview you. Let's talk about this.
You think Jeff listens to us?
Probably.
I mean,
Wouldn't you?
We're calling him Jeff like we know him.
Yeah, I know Jeff. Jeff's a good guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Bezos.
He sold books on the computer, and now he's a billionaire.
Right.
Why didn't I think of that?
I know.
Like the whole iPod thing. Thought about that, and
Did you?
Yeah.
You just let that one go.
Let that one go.
You called Steve, and you're like, Steve, I don't really know what to do with this.
He stole it. He
Easy.
stole it.
That man's a national treasure.
Oh, Amazon! If you could seriously, if you're listening to this, Jeff, come to Birmingham. We'll take you to Highlands. Take you for a walk down Ruffner Mountain or Red Mountain Park and show you beautiful Birmingham, and then you can decide wherever you want to put your HQ2, we'll let you have it.
I'll sell you my property if you want to put where my house is.
I mean, look, if we need to demolish some things in Birmingham to make way for it, man, bring it on, man. We'll take something down. I don't care. You know, if the AT&T building is going to be empty, like I said, we'll give you the whole building, and we'll build you another one for free. For free? Will we do it for free?
I don't know about that. Let's not make any promises we can't keep.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so it's good regional cooperation. We're starting to see folks come together. Hopefully, this is not something that is just that's just for this. That other projects will be like this, where you'll see a community come together to attract a really good business. Because, like I've said before, Birmingham has one Fortune 500 company. We need more, and we also need to grow the business we have as well. So that's kind of what's been going on in Birmingham. Also, do not forget, if you're listening to this on Monday, on Tuesday, you have elections in the city of Birmingham. This is the runoff for, I believe it's mayor and a couple council seats.
School board.
It's important that you get out to vote. It's important that you make your voice be heard, because guess what? If you don't vote, don't complain.
And we're not going to recommend anybody.
No.
That's not our job here. We try and stay a little bit apolitical. But you can go back and listen to our interview with Randall Woodfin to see how he sounds and compare him to what you've seen from Mayor Bell. And you can go back and listen to our interview with Hunter Williams for District 2.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Well, my brain's already gone.
It's been a long week.
To see how he stacks up to the incumbent that he's running against there. Other than that, though,
short and sweet episode. Now that the summer is ending, we're going to get back into interviewing folks, so please stay tuned. We'll be announcing a few folks we're going to have on Red Mountain Express, so we're looking forward to that. You remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Also, you can find all our episodes and also comment. We want to hear from folks at www.redmountainexpress.com.
And a quick note, right before we end, I have had 2 or 3 of you comment or send us emails in the last couple of weeks, and I've got those emails, and I try to respond to everybody and let you know that we've heard what you're saying and that we're going to try and see what we can do about your request or your comments or whatever. Man, it's been swamped here lately for me, and I have not responded to some of those emails. So look for me to respond to those soon, and I do apologize it's taken this long for me to acknowledge that you've sent me stuff.
And it's also not my fault because I don't know how to type. So, well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Red Mountain Express. We'll see you next week. For Matthew Joyner, I'm Blake Westbrook. Have a good week.